leaving to Dubai. So excited. Normally I would have gone to Los Angeles this month for an internship in plastic surgery, but unfortunately that got cancelled because of an ongoing travel ban, and I wasn't allowed to go and to enter the United States. So that really sucked at the time, but now I'm just so happy that I have the opportunity to go to Dubai, and I think it is as amazing. First morning in Dubai. This is the view from my hotel. You can see the Burj Khalifa there. I hope I can visit it. It's really hot in here. In September, Dubai is very hot. So the temperatures vary from 35 degrees up to 40 degrees. And I'm actually a person who is not so good with heat. So I don't know if I will be able to stand the heat. However, I'm just going to make a very relaxed day out of it. I'm just going to explore the neighborhood. And then perhaps I will be relaxing a bit at the pool. Because tomorrow my internship starts and I just want to be fresh. So this is my look of today. Maxi dress because it's a little more appropriate in Dubai. My shoulders are not covered. I hope it is not a problem, but I brought a scarf with me if needed. There's literally no one walking around at the moment because it is so hot. This is so beautiful. I'm going to the supermarket so that I have a bit of food. I'm really tired after walking around for so long in this heat. So this is quite a challenge for me. Just explored the neighborhood a bit. Also already went to the hospital so that I know a bit my way. So today is the first day at Valiant Clinic and Hospital with Dr. Adnan Tahir, and the first day will not be surgeries. I'm going to do a whole day of clinics, but yeah, I'm a bit nervous if I'm honest, but I'm also just very excited to start with my internship. There are no surgeries planned for today, so it's just clinics, which means that I'm just going to see patients who are planning to get a surgery, so new patients, and also post-operative follow-up consultations. So for example, I have just seen a patient who wanted to get liposuction done, and that will probably be done this week. But I've also seen a patient who had a facelift last week, and then the doctor just removed some stitches, and also seeing if everything is okay. There was a bit of like the face was a bit swollen, but that disappears after a week, so everything looked fine. The result was also so good. So yeah, the things that you can all do with aesthetic surgery, it's amazing. And I noticed that I also just really like aesthetic surgery. I'm so fascinated by it. I just have always liked beauty. I just feel like I have an eye for beauty, and I just really like aesthetic surgery. Of course, I also like reconstructive surgery, but just this is something else because I'm used to doing internship in the university hospital, and there is a lot of reconstructive surgery, which I also really like, but this is like something completely different. So yeah, it's a nice experience, and I don't even feel like, for me it doesn't really feel like an internship or work, because I just really like doing it, and I also really like the fact that the doctor explains everything so well, so that's also really nice. Then you also learn a lot. I also didn't really know if I had to wear dresses that were over the knee, but apparently that is not really a problem here. I can just wear whatever I want, so that's also quite nice. So I just finished my first day at Valiant Clinic and Hospital with Dr. Adnan Tahir. It was really interesting. Okay, this might sound a bit weird, but it was also the first time that I felt breasts with implants, and I just really didn't expect it to feel so natural. I thought when you have implants that you would really feel the implant, but I just didn't feel anything. It just felt so natural. I mean, I'm not going to get breast augmentation done anytime soon, but if you are afraid that your breasts will feel like very unnatural after a breast augmentation, you shouldn't be afraid of that at all. It feels so natural, and yeah, I'm just really astonished because of that.
So my experience was overall very positive. So I did it 3 months ago, and the operation went very smoothly. No specific pain after the operation. Obviously a bit of tiredness and some pills to take for, I think it was a week. I'm happy with the results, as it feels natural and it looks natural. I would have like almost nothing, and this is something that I've been considering for the last, I mean, since I have had breasts, so for the last 15 years, I would say.
It's also quite different because I'm used to UZ Brussel, which is a university hospital, and there is a lot of reconstructive surgery there. But here it is only aesthetic surgery. And I have to say, I really like aesthetic surgery. It's really nice to be able to follow that too. It's just nice to get like as many as experiences as possible, because it's just nice to be in different hospitals, so not only in the university hospital but also to be able to have an internship in another hospital which is not a university hospital and which is also not in Belgium and outside of Europe. It is such a good experience to have, to see the differences between the hospitals and to also be able to learn a bit more about aesthetic surgery, because we don't really learn a lot about aesthetic surgery at the university, and yeah, it really interests me, to be honest. Little relaxing at the pool after a long day of also. I'm surrounded by all these skyscrapers. First surgery, which is a liposuction. Almost ready. I just need to wear a cap on my head, of course. And yeah, so these are the scrubs that I'm wearing. In every hospital there is another color of scrubs that you wear.
So you will be bruised, sore. Are you strong?
I hope so.
You need to be, huh? Next 2-3 days are tough.
And we make pressure control ventilation. The patient receiving tidal volume, this is the peak pressure, this is the total flow, and this is CO2 monitor. This is the most important monitor for patient under GA.
So liposuction is a procedure to remove fat cells from the body. It is not a weight loss procedure. It is for people who have unwanted stubborn fat and would like a little bit of reduction in the fat content of the body, and it is also used to contour the body. So in the last decade or so, big advancements have been made in the machines that are used for liposuction, the techniques that are used. For example, we use different types of machines to do liposuction, which are power assisted devices such as micro air, which you're using.
Is liposuction dangerous?
everything in the wrong hands is dangerous. So I think if liposuction is done by board certified plastic surgeons who are suitably qualified and trained in the art of liposuction, then it is extremely safe procedure and millions of people have it done every year. However, liposuction can be dangerous, especially combined with fat grafting into the deeper layers, for example in the buttock. That could result in embolism, where the fats can clog the major veins of the lower limb. But those risks are obviously avoided by injecting in the right plane and not injecting into deeper layers such as muscle. So overall, liposuction is very safe.
Done for today. It was a total liposuction today. So there was a liposuction of the neck, liposuction of the abdomen, and liposuction of the thighs. And then there was also a fat transfer to the buttocks. And yeah, it was just a complete transformation actually. And I think it's so beautiful what plastic surgery can do for the body. So the patients actually had a very straight figure. And after the surgery, she had a waist, a beautiful waist and full buttocks. And yeah, I mean, it was such a great result. And I'm sure she will feel very good about herself and about her body after the surgery. I just had to hurry so much to visit the Burj Khalifa. I had ordered tickets online and I had to be here at around 10 o'clock, but I didn't know where it was at all, so I had to hurry so much. As you see, my hair looks like it just exploded. I'm glad I made it. I'm walking up the stairs to level 125, which is actually not even the highest level here at the Burj Khalifa, but I thought that the tickets were a bit too expensive to go all the way to the top. This is the highest point. Not really the highest point, but the highest point possible with the ticket that I have. But I think it's actually pretty fine to actually pay for a ticket to level 124, 125, because I think this view is already quite good. I would like to swim there now. Okay, so it was a bit annoying. I wanted to visit the mosque, like the Grand Mosque Jumeirah, but the guided visits are only at 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. each day, and it is now around 6 p.m. But I googled it and it said that the opening hours were from 10 a.m. until 8 p.m. so I thought I could visit it, but yeah, apparently I can't, so that is a bit of a bummer. I went all the way to here for nothing, but yeah, will be for another time. There's a mall there and we're also close to the beach, so maybe that is an option.